have the circle for our session being drawn. Good. Whew, okay, nice. So, this is a circle of love, of holding, and of transformation. Okay, yeah, we're definitely working with the rainbow bridge again. That's fun. A whole bunch of rainbows just came bursting in. So take a moment and just breathe. Breathe with your body and see where your attention is drawn today. See what is kind of calling you in this moment. Just what part of your body, the energy, maybe it's an ache, maybe it's a sensation, and just see if it corresponds with any of the chakras. It might not. Maybe you're getting taken to your feet, but if the space in your body where you're being drawn is, in, say, your root chakra, in the pelvis area, or the sacral chakra, the stomach, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, the crown chakra, if your attention is being drawn in any of those places, that is the color of the rainbow that wants to work with you today. So, of course, the root chakra, the pelvis is red, the sacral chakra is orange, the solar plexus chakra is yellow, the heart chakra is green, throat chakra blue, indigo, and lavender. So, just take a moment and breathe with whatever color is showing up for you. And if you don't feel like you're being called to any specific color, you can just breathe with the rainbow or just choose one. So as you work with this color of the rainbow, see it filling up your space as if there was a bubble around you, which there is, your aura space. And just see the color filling you up, filling up the space around you. And so, each color has its own vibration and its own unique way of assisting you in this moment. And so, as you feel that color working with you and feel yourself breathing with it, and your neurons and your cells interacting with that color, you're receiving what you need in this moment. Okay, so we have Archangel Michael and Archangel Ariel, and they're working with us, each of us individually, to sort of amp up the color, the light, that vibration. Is this Pride Month? I think it is, which I only just realized, and we're working with the rainbows. That's fun. I love it when things like that, when I channel things like that, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yes, there is a reason for that. So that's always fun. Anyway, yes. Oh, hi Faith. Yay, I'm glad you could make it. So cool. Anyway, yeah, Pride Month. Yay. Um, so yeah, if that specific color stepped in for you, that might be, a fun color to play with over the next few days, or just playing with the rainbow in general, because this is such beautiful healing for us. And again, one of the things I'm playing with right now, especially, in my own life, is the idea that we really are already whole and healed. Like there's nothing we have to heal. I know I talk a lot about healing in these sessions and, in everything I talk about ever. But we're already whole and healed. Like we're not broken. We don't need to be fixed. We don't need to be healed. It's more about working with this human experience, playing with this human experience, or just experiencing this human experience, being in the moment to moment experience of it, because there is nothing beyond this moment. Like, all there is in the world is 6:08 p.m. or 9:08 p.m. or 8:08 p.m., wherever you are, in you know in the time zones. This is all there is. This moment is all there is. This is it. Like, the past does not exist, the future does not exist. It's just this moment right here and now. And when we're really present with our experience, present with whatever is going on for us, whether it's a thought, a feeling, a sensation, a fear, a worry, and just noticing it and having that kind of gentle attention. I think sometimes when we talk about loving ourselves in each moment, that can feel a bit esoteric, but bringing gentle or light attention to whatever the experience is so powerful. It's so soothing, and dare I say it, healing, to not even to like sit with something or try to process something or try to be with something. It's just like noticing what is here for you in this moment. So I think it might be nice for us to just practice that, in this space of rainbows, and all of those colors, all of those vibrations, all of that light that's working with our physical bodies, our energetic bodies, our emotional bodies right now. And so let's just all take a moment and take just a few deep breaths and just notice what's going on for you right now. And one thing that can be really helpful with this is, instead of naming a feeling like, oh, I'm feeling lonely right now, or I'm feeling frustrated right now, instead of naming it and bringing in that kind of sometimes heavy label, or even, that kind of judgmental space, um, because, those labels can be not as helpful as we want them to be. I think there is certainly a point at which naming feelings can be really powerful. But in this moment, rather than naming the feeling, just pay attention to the physical sensation of it. Even if it's just like, oh, I don't feel anything. I feel kind of flat and blank right now. Okay, cool. Or if there's like something that feels like it's really vibrating in your chest, or really kind of swirling around in your belly, just noticing it. Because often when we just notice whatever the physical sensation is, the physical experience is, and we just go, oh, that's happening right now, it'll just vibrate right out. And so this is when, we can feel something, whether we name it sadness or we don't, and we can feel it. We feel it for a moment, we notice it for a moment, and then it just dissipates, because we're just being in the experience of it. And it's simply a momentary experience. I'm saying the word experience a lot right now. I feel like my vocabulary needs to be expanded a bit, but that's okay. Ooh, I feel like we might get a visit from Quan Yin. That's fun. I don't usually channel her, but she came through for this last client of mine. My God, that's crazy. What am I going to do? um, she just came through, and it feels like she's still here. So do you have anything for us about the Rainbow Bridge, or just anything to say to our lovely group in general? I don't really work with her much, so this is fun, but she feels kind of like expansive, like she just kind of came in and was like, hello, almost like, like a comedian or like a showman, which is so funny because we don't think about her energy that way. Like I always think of her as like very gentle and compassionate, and she is. She has such a lovely, warm, gentle, compassionate energy, but she also has kind of a almost like an expansive silliness to her that's really it's like an innocence but a fun to it. So she's just kind of like tossing, it's like she's tossing rainbows at us. So yeah, just a normal Tuesday. Quan Yin throwing rainbows at me. Cool. So maybe just sit here, and as you notice what your experience is in this moment, know that Quan Yin is hurling rainbows at you. And maybe you feel them, enter into your heart, or maybe the rainbows stick like stickers on the edge of your field. Whatever the experience is perfect. Okay, and so what she said is she doesn't necessarily have a healing for us, but she has a presence for us. So she's just going to be sitting here with us in presence, just almost like bearing witness to each of our experiences, which of course can be one of the most powerful things, just being present with someone as they are having their own experience. And that she's saying it's a very gentle, interesting, gentle lesson on boundaries. This is probably very much, mostly, possibly for me. She's saying it's a very gentle lesson on boundaries, because one of the most loving things we can do for others as well as for ourselves is to sit with them in presence without needing to fix, without needing to heal, without needing to change anything about their experience. Which, yeah, that's the most loving thing we can do. And that's the most loving thing we can do for ourselves, is witness our own experience without wanting to change it or fix it. Just be, have that gentle presence with it. That's the most loving thing we can do. And so that's, when you think about loving yourself, or, I have to love myself in this moment, or love myself through this, what does that even mean? It just means gentle presence, gentle presence. Yeah, Rita said she's a wonderful friend to be with us as we receive physical experiences. Yeah. And Faith said, I just noticed we were doing the Rainbow Bridge during Pride Month and the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. Love even more. Yeah, that's so funny. I don't know if you came in after this, but we were just talking about that, Faith. That's really funny. I didn't realize it was Pride Month until just this moment, or I didn't realize that Pride Month coincided with our Rainbow Bridge until whatever, 10 minutes ago. That's funny. So yeah, Quan Yin, hi, thank you for sitting with us. She's like, yep, it's cool. I'm just gonna be here. She just looks like she's just kind of meditating, just kind of being here with us as we have whatever our experience tonight is going to be. Yeah, no, we're definitely working with the Rainbow Bridge again. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it stretch out in front of us. So you might, just see this rainbow bridge arcing out in front of you. And if there's a color that's really drawing you today, or the color that showed up in the beginning for you, you can just imagine putting your foot on that color and following that color up over the bridge. And it feels like, again, we're starting off on this rainbow bridge together, but then we're all going to branch out into different places. This is exactly what we did last week, or last time. That's funny. So just see this rainbow bridge in front of you and choose your color and begin walking across this bridge on your color. Or, you don't have to stay in the lines. You can weave across all the colors. You can jump around. You can dance. You can do whatever you want. You're going to have a pogo stick. Well, that might be a lot of work, taking a pogo stick across a bridge. But as you walk across this rainbow bridge, it's like we are walking into another space, another dimension, another energy. And it's an energy of pure love. It's an energy of pure love. And so, if you ever feel like being in the energy of pure love would support you, you can imagine the rainbow bridge in front of you at any time and just sort of see yourself walking over it and just see where you land. Maybe you'll land in the same place every time. Maybe it's a beautiful beach or field or, marble hall. Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe you end up in different places each time. It doesn't matter. Just see what shows itself to you as you walk down this bridge and into this space of pure love. Maybe it'll feel like you're just walking into a color. For me, it just feels like I'm walking into a cloud of purple right now as I step off the bridge. So as you see where you're landing, just take a moment to notice what that experience is. What do you see? How does it feel? Do you hear anything? And when you feel landed in this new space of pure love, you may see a seat. Maybe it's a bench or an armchair or a spot by the fire. Go and sit down because we're going to each receive a download into our heart. Download into our heart. You may feel this. You may start receiving images or words, guidance. You may not experience anything at the level of consciousness. But either way, we're each receiving exactly what we need right now, whether it's going to come through clearly in this moment or come through at some point later. So just bring that gentle attention to your heart space. You can put your hands over your heart if you like, or you can just breathe into your heart. And I'll go quiet for a moment as we breathe in and receive whatever this download is for each of us. And as we sit here in this space of pure love, we are in deep communion with our higher selves. And so you may want to talk to your higher self. Maybe ask a question or receive healing. or an attunement of some kind. If you don't know what to ask for or have anything specific, you can just ask for whatever you need in this moment from your higher self. Good. Feels like all of your higher selves are working with you now. So again, I'll go quiet and you can ask whatever you want. Just see what you receive. As you sit with your higher self, receiving whatever it is you need in this moment, you begin to feel your own unique vibration, own unique, it's like the tone of your soul. It's that energy it's that energy signature that is specific to you. When we really attune ourselves to this vibration, to our own unique vibration, everything begins to align. Physical body comes into harmony. Everything quiets. And we become a magnet for whatever we need to help us on our own unique soul's journey. Just feel this vibration. Your higher self is helping you feel your own unique energy signature. Just helping you attune to it, helping you feel it. As we sit in this place of pure love and our own unique vibration, our own soul's tone, we are doing everything we need to do here on this earth. There is nothing we need to do except radiate our own unique energy of love. as we do, things line up for us. Opportunities, people, resources, whatever is needed, the next step on your journey and for the steps moving forward. Steps we don't need to see yet because we know they're unfolding perfectly in front of us. Everything is lining up. This is something you can do anytime you like. You can tune in with this tone, with this energetic vibration that is pure you, your own unique encoding of love, of spirit. And you can just feel into this anytime. Just feel your vibration matching up with it. If you're ever unsure of which way to go, what to choose, what to do, how to do what you need to do or want to do, simply take a breath and feel this inner vibration that is you. As you feel it, as you sink into it, vibrate with it, it lines things up for you. It lines up your reality around you. Just breathe with us for another moment or two, allowing this feeling to seep into your muscle memory so it's easier to step into next time. If you like, you can connect back in with your higher self. Ask any other questions you might have, knowing that you can return to this tone, this vibration, this sensation anytime you like. You can meet up with your higher self again anytime you like. And when you're ready, just notice again this space that you're in, space that is at the end of your personal rainbow, of the rainbow we started off on together and branched off into new, different places. So just see what's going on here, what's around you, what does it feel like, what does it smell like, what does it look like. And know that this too is a safe place that you can return to anytime you like. And it's just pure love. Just being in this space of pure love will do the same thing that connecting in with your own unique tone, your own unique vibration. Both energies help you line up and help the world align around you so that you can just be in this experience of this moment, knowing that everything is supporting you, everything is organizing itself around you for your highest good and the highest good of all. Nothing is being asked of you. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to heal anything. You don't need to transform or transcend or ascend, manifest, unless any of those things sound like fun and exciting to do. You don't need to do any of it. You simply be. Be. Now I'm actually seeing little honeybees coming in. They're guiding us back to the rainbow. So whenever you feel complete in this beautiful, safe, loving space that you're in, you can follow your little bee friend or bee friends back to the rainbow. Interestingly, the word befriend is a word that I believe Jeff Foster uses instead of heal. Instead of healing, you befriend. So follow your bee friend back to the rainbow. If you like, you don't have to walk across some big, long, arching bridge. You can imagine the rainbow as a slide. You can just step onto the slide and sit down and let the rainbow slide sweep you back into the room, into your body. It looks like we each have little rainbow pins now pinned to our shirt or sweater. Little rainbow pin as a souvenir of this rainbow trip. And all of these places, all of these experiences are ones you can enter into and have at any time. You can cross the rainbow bridge to this space of pure love anytime you like. You can connect with your higher self anytime you like. You can feel that unique vibration, your own unique energy signature, the you that is love, anytime you like. All of these things will help the world organize around you. But you don't need to do any of these things for that to happen. The world is always organizing itself around you. The world is always cradling you, supporting you, and showing up for you. Feels like Quan Yin is back. Hi. I'm sort of seeing her sitting in a lotus position on like a floating rainbow. It's like a rainbow disc. And she's sitting on it in a lotus position. It's just sort of floating in front of us. Okay, she's saying you are each guided to the rainbow for a different reason. And this reason may be something that you know now or will know later, or you won't know at the conscious level, but there is a reason that you've been guided to the rainbow bridge. Among the things that can be done with the rainbow are, as you've seen, walking across the rainbow to that space of pure love. You can walk across the rainbow to visit loved ones, beloved humans, family members, friends, pets that have passed over. You can cross the rainbow bridge and visit them, talk to them, be with them. You can connect with the energy of the rainbow bridge for physical healing, emotional healing, energetic healing. Because while you, as souls, are whole and healed, if your human experience, physically, mentally, or emotionally, or energetically, wants some support, wants some smoothing out, the rainbow light and the rainbow bridge can help with this. She says you can also dip your finger into the rainbow and swirl it around. And she's sort of showing us like there's this big rainbow. She's putting her finger in and she's swirling it around like paint. So all of the colors begin to swirl differently. So it's not just that straight arc, it's like a swirl. And she says this is something you can do if you have questions, if you feel like your energy needs to move, if you feel like you're not seeing something or not understanding something, put your finger into the center of the rainbow and swirl it around. And the energy will begin moving differently, and that may reveal something that was hidden from you or that you had a blind spot to, or that you just weren't seeing for some reason. And so you can just watch the rainbow swirl. Watch it through your third eye, watch it in your imagination, and you may begin to receive images, colors, information that will help you in your quandary. Queen quandary. Ah. And she's reminding us that there's no wrong choice to make. With each choice we make, the universe organizes itself around us, the world organizes itself around us to support us in doing what we're here to do and learning what we're here to learn on any level. And she's saying some of you aren't here to learn so much as you're here to share. Share your truth, share your voice, share your energy, share your heart, share your love, share your creations. Because while you will learn while you're here, no human can avoid that. That doesn't need to be your consistent goal. You can just be, you can create whatever sounds fun to create. You can have fun in whatever way feels fun. You can just be in your energy, in your moment, and befriend that moment. And now this little rainbow pin that we each have is being, there's a little bee, like a little bee that's next to the rainbow now, or like sort of on the rainbow. Okay, I'm getting something about wings. I'm not sure if it's still Quan Yin though. Are these? She's saying, no, that's something else. And I have one more thing to tell you. Okay, thanks. I guess I was getting distracted. A lot of fun things are popping in tonight. Okay. What else do you have for us, Quan Yin? She got dramatic again. She was like, "You are marvelous." And she just kind of like splayed out her arms. And as she splayed out her arms, like rainbows started coming out of them. And the rainbows are kind of swirling around us and sitting with us and hanging out with us. And that's nice. Thank you. Okay, she's returning to her little floating rainbow disc. And she's going to stay with us for the rest of the session, but I think that's all she has for us informationally. So she's just returning to her presence. Thank you. That was fun. Thank you for showing up today. Okay. So the wings. Yeah, the wings popped in. What are the wings? These angel wings. Are these fairy wings? Are these our wings? Moth wings? think there's a song by, I want to say Passion Pit, called Moth Wings. I may be getting either the name or the band wrong. But I don't know why that song is playing right now. But if you feel like it later, you might want to just Google it or pull it up on Spotify. I like that song. Yeah, I think it's called Moth Swings by Passion Pit. Um, who knows why that popped in? Maybe one of you needs to hear that, or there's something in there for somebody. Um, okay, wings. Does that have a message about wings? No. Okay, I'm seeing angel wings. Cool. Hi, angel wings. What do you? They're kind of flapping a little bit. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the message that's coming through is, it feels like this is for some of us, maybe not all of us. So if this doesn't resonate with you, no worries. I mean, as with everything, if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it at the side. Um, but I'm just getting the message is, you stretched out your wings and you got tired. And if you've been feeling really exhausted over the past few weeks, months, first part of this year, because of course July 1st we kind of begin the second half of the year. Um, if you've been feeling exhausted, it's because you were stretching your wings in a heavy energy, because the energy around us is still really clearing. Like, for, I want to say, most of us on this, maybe all of us, um our energy doesn't really match the planet's energy anymore. It's almost like our energy is higher, um and the planet is still kind of, there's still some dense stuff happening. Of course there's still, dense stuff happening for us personally too. It's not really, that's not the point so much, but it's like holding, it's almost like stretching your wings out in a heavy energy can be exhausting. And the point is, if you felt like you needed to fold your wings back in and take a nap, that's okay. Like, you're allowed to rest. Um and uh, the other message is, the energy really actually is going to begin feeling lighter again soon. And at that point, it will feel easier to stretch your wings. So if if you felt exhausted, if it's been hard to do things lately or ever, um, you can rest, you can fold in your wings, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, you can cocoon a little bit. They're just saying every couple of days, every week or so, kind of poke your head out, stretch your wings, and see if it feels easier, see if it feels lighter, because we don't need to like get stuck in a cocoon right now, but we also don't need to overextend ourselves with our little wings, big wings, um, chicken wings. So if this is resonating for you, um, just if you're feeling heavy and you're like, I just need to get in bed, cool, get in bed. If your life, if that's okay for your life, and if your life is like, you cannot get in bed right now, go to bed early if you can. Do whatever you need to do to take care of your energy, yourself, your everything, and then just feel it out a day or two later and just see, all right, doesn't feel like I can stretch my wings again. Because the energy is going to begin lightening up. And it's not like we're going to miss it, because we will begin to feel it whether we're testing and checking or not. But it just feels like, at least for some of us, maybe all of us, there are a lot of things we want to do, and it can feel kind of frustrating to feel like, oh god, I have to nap again, I have to rest again, I have to take care of myself again. I want to do these things, I want to go on this trip, I want to write this thing, I want to, whatever it is you're doing. So you can just kind of keep testing the waters and be like, all right, I feel like I can do some flying today, and maybe I'll go to bed early tonight, to take care of myself. I can do both. So feels like that was the message of the wings. Okay, thanks, wings. Random wings showing up out of nowhere. Usually the wings are attached to something. Okay, so what else? Is there anything else? Feeling like we might want to end a little bit early today. Partially because I have to go to the bathroom, but not completely. Is there anything else? There must be something else. Let's just breathe for a moment and see. Return to this moment rather than trying to stretch and turn this moment into something else. The moment doesn't need to be anything. Hmm. Yeah, just kind of like softening into the experience. Softening into the experience. There might be lions, Rita. I don't know. I mean, just by saying lions, I feel like the lions are like, hello, you called? What's up? So if you have any questions for the lions, maybe now is a good time to ask the lions. Hello, lions. Let's see, do the lions have anything? My lions are asleep on the bed, so maybe those are your lions. But yes, like yes, we were called. All right, and then they fall back asleep. Maybe that's house cats. I don't know. Feels like lions too, though. They have a lot in common. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like Archangel Ariel might have something to say. We haven't done a whole lot with her. I think it was I didn't actually officially check before getting on the call tonight, but I think it was Archangel Ariel and the rainbow bridge. So, hi Ariel, do you have anything for us? Okay, it looks like she's like doing a swirl of pink energy. That's what I'm seeing. So it feels like you can use the swirl of pink energy for anything you want. It feels like you can use it to like clean your house, like clear the energy in your house and the room you're in and the whole house. It's like you can use it to clear your energy. Maybe you can use it to clear your brain out if that's needed. If you've had some like lingering sadness or just anything that feels heavy, you can use it to clear that out. So just take a moment and tune in with this kind of pink swirl. It almost looks like like when you go to a fair and see the cotton candy bins and you kind of look in, it's like the pink swirl of cotton candy. Sort of what it feels like, but it's more misty and um but very very healing, very powerful. So yeah, see what you want to do with that pink energy. Just play with it. You can do things that I haven't mentioned, whatever you want to do. Those are just the examples that occurred to me. Okay, what am I going to do with the pink energy? The pink swirl. Okay, I'm using the pink swirl in my brain. Feels like I'm going to use the pink swirl for each of my chakras. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to use the pink swirl for the space of this session. The whole session, and all of you get a nice pink swirl in addition to whatever you're using your pink swirl for. Bonus pink swirl. Archangel Ariel is saying you can use this pink swirl anytime you want. You can ask me to do it for you. You can just conjure it up for yourself, envision it, and know that it's doing what it needs to do. Okay, it feels like she has two messages for us, and then we'll be complete. That will probably take us right up to the usual time anyway. Okay, thanks, Archangel Ariel. What messages do you have for us? Interesting. She's saying love doesn't need to be what you think it is. Cool. And it feels like the point with that is that sometimes we can think about love and get ourselves, and this can be, love with a partner, love with a child, love like how do I love myself, love with work, love in any sense. Um, she's saying love doesn't need to be what we think it is. And think does seem to be the key word there, because we can really question love. Sometimes we can question our ability to love. We can question the love that's coming to us. We can question a lot with love, because it's kind of a big concept, and words don't really encompass it very well, and what does it even mean, et cetera, et cetera. But love doesn't need to mean what we think it means. Love just is, which is another one of those annoyingly vague concepts that I feel like don't always translate as well as I would like them to. Can you give us a bit more on that? Okay, yeah, she's saying if you ever have questions about love, return to that space of your vibration. You can think of it as love, but you don't have to. It's just like that's just your unique energy signature. And I'm still trying to figure out how to describe this, but I think you guys all felt it. And if not, we can play with that maybe in the next session. I'd go over time today to do it, but I still have to pee. Sorry. So if play with that tone of the soul, play with the vibration thing over the next couple of weeks. And if it's not making sense, or we can always play with it more next session. But what she's saying about love is that if you have questions about love, just return to that vibration that is you, return to that unique vibration, and just feel it, just feel the energy of it. And you don't need to get any answers from it. He's like, oh, this is what love is. Not necessarily. Just return to that. And she's saying it'll clear a lot of things up, whether consciously or unconsciously. um and the other thing she's saying about love is that love is attention. Love is, it doesn't have to be this like kind of, sometimes we think about like the smothering attention, or like helicopter parents or whatever. It doesn't have to be that. It can be that really gentle, just like, oh, hey, what's going on with you right now, specifically around self-love. um but also, also with other people. And it feels like Quan Yin can work with us really beautifully on love as well. So she has that really beautiful, like, she can teach us a lot about healthy, good boundaries with love. Um, if I've been playing a lot with, I mean, these are such heavy concepts, but um, like looking at things like, oh, codependency, and just kind of like gently exploring some of that, and seeing, what can be taken from it without like going into like heaviness of like, oh God, I have to learn all this stuff now. No, it's like, God, where was I going with that? Quan Yin is good at that kind of thing. Quan Yin is very good at that, like really healthy love. And so she can really help us understand love in a more human way, it feels like. Archangel Ariel can help us understand love in the more like energetic, spiritual, other dimensional way. Quan Yin can help us understand it in a more human way. So if this is I don't know why this came up, but if this is a question that you happen to have, these are two guides that are wonderful with it, depending on which angle you'd like to take with it. Um, so, and you don't need to necessarily receive information or guidance or channel anything from Kuan Yin. You can just invite her to sit with you, in that way that she's been sitting with us through this session. And you might see her float in on a little rainbow swirl cloud in her lotus position, and then she just hangs out with you for a while. And just like literally just being in her energy is going to help these things shift, is going to help you in love in whatever way you feel like you need in that moment, if that makes sense. So that's cool. Yay, Kuan Yin. Really don't work with her much, so this is super fun. I'm not sure I've ever worked with her except for earlier today. Okay, so we were working with Archangel Michael. Archangel Ariel. She said she had two messages. Did she give us both, or no? She gave us the one about love. Okay, so what's the other one? She's saying bee. She's pointing to the bees again. I guess the bees are the animal of this session. Okay. She's saying if you see, and this is, this is something you can find by Googling, but she's saying it too. If you see a bee, abundance is on its way. If you see a bee, abundance is on its way. And it can be a real bee, it can be a cartoon bee, it can be any kind of bee you want. And we've already seen bees all over this session, so abundance is coming. Hooray. If that sounds good, abundance is coming. Nice. Okay. Was that it? Was it about bees and a what? Let me just double check here. She's like, yes, that was it. I kind of want there to be something more about the bees. She's like, I could make there be something more about the bees if you really want to do this, but I'm done. Thank you, Archangel Ariel. Oh, I love it. Faye says one of Delilah's favorite songs these days is about the baby bumblebees in the song. Oh, I love that song when I was a kid too. The baby bumblebee song, and they all die. I always like had some questions about that when I was younger, but I still loved the song. That's so funny. It is still okay because it's part of the life cycle. We all die, it's cool. It's part of it, and baby bumblebees get eaten, I think. Yeah, that's kind of slightly grim song, isn't it? Oh, that's funny. But yeah, actually, no, I feel like that's very profound, especially as we're talking about abundance, because like abundance comes in and then it flows out, comes in and it flows out, it comes in, it flows out. Sometimes it comes in and it stays and we build and we build and we build, but then at some point we want to do something with what we've been building, so it flows out, maybe just flows out into something bigger. So it actually feels, it's very, they sting the kid and die, and then the kid smushes them up. Yes, I remember that song. Oh my God. And it's ew, yucky. Wow. This is like taking me back 35 years right now. I love it. That's awesome. Raffi, of course. I loved Raffi. Didn't he get a little weird in the end? I feel like something. Yeah, anyway, he was awesome. I love Raffi. Raffi's great. We're all weird. I went weird in the end, so there we go. He's still going. Wow. Because I remember him from when I was a kid. That's so cool. I love it. I'm going to have to go Google Raffi now. Yay. Well, I think Archangel Ariel is done. Let me just double check on the everything. Lions are still sleeping. Rainbow's done. Archangel Ariel is done. Quan Yin is done. Cool. Yeah, I think we're good. Yay. Okay. Well, thank you all. As always, this has been a joy and a pleasure. And I hope that... Oh, and The Lion Sleeps Tonight, another song reference. I loved that song. The lion sleeps tonight. I'm going to go off and sing that yet. Ooh, doo 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 doo. Yay! I love it. Cool. Well, thank you all so much. It has been lovely as always. I'm sending you all a big hug, and I don't remember what next month is, but it's on the amberadrian.com/elevate, and I'll just read it for our next session. So we'll all know what's going on. I can't remember, but it's going to be fun because it always is. And oh, yes, nice. Michael in Abundance. Cool. That will definitely be fun. So yay! All right. Sending you all lots of love. I will see you very soon. And oh yeah, thanks for showing us your Quan Yin statue, Rita. That was lovely. All right. Hooray! Bye guys.